Hey guys, now Saito blockchain uses proof of routing work consensus mechanism, which is very different to proof of stake and proof of work mechanisms. Okay, so in proof of routing work, the routing work winner, which gets to produce a block, is the one that has propagated the most number of transactions throughout the network, accumulating the most routing work, essentially. Now, the issue that some people ask with this consensus mechanism is, well, couldn't you just broadcast transactions with lots of fees in them, and attackers can just basically make their own transactions and make lots of fake transactions with fees in them, and then just collect all those fees and profit from the network? Well, not really, because firstly, you have to route your own transactions with your fees in them, right? So they're your fees. So if you basically win that block, well, you're just going to get your fees back. And it's actually worse. You only get 50% of them back because the other 50% go to a miner. Okay, but that aside, there is something in Saito called routing signatures, right? Which really make it extremely difficult for you to create, as an attacker, fake transactions. Okay, so if you've got node A and node B, node A collects a transaction and it routes it to node B. Well, before it routes it to node B, it places a routing signature on that transaction before it forwards it to node B, and it does that with its private key. Okay, now if you're an attacker, you're going to have to know that private key of that node in order to put the routing signature on, right? So good luck with that, basically. Okay, so it's all based on routing signatures that each node imprints on the transaction before it actually routes those transactions to other nodes in a peer-to-peer fashion across the network. Okay, so this is what makes it very, very hard in Saito to basically create any fake transactions. And even if you are able to manage that, well, you're still going to have to pay your own fees. And well, if they're your fees, you're not going to get any profit, right? Because again, as mentioned earlier, you only get 50% of the fees back. Now, if you want to learn more about Saito, there is a chapter in my book, The Essential Guide to Blockchain Platforms. It's on Amazon, and it explains a lot about the proof of routing work, Saito consensus mechanism, Sybil attacks, all kinds of other types of attacks, fee recycling attacks, and everything else. So it's on Amazon. Cheers, guys.